I love it. My roommate, one of my best friends, he's so brilliant. He's friends with all of us artists, but he's not in the arts. Like right now, he's doing software engineering, like coding. But he said in his like whole adult life, like he's sort of like on a 2-year cycle where like, I mean, he went to college for fucking economics. He's wildly brilliant. He could do anything. He's so goddamn smart. First went to college for economics, like later went back to school for coding, but like every 2 years he's leaving whatever job he's at. Like he's done so many different things in his life because he just hits this point after 2 years where he's like, this isn't it. Like, see ya. And then he ventures off into the unknown and finds a new path and finds a new way. And I love and respect it. And I know at times he gets a little like fuck, because there is, the older we get, especially like into his 30s, like there is a cultural understanding that has some wisdom to it, which is like, all right, what's my fucking, what can I build on?
I need
like, what's
thing.
real? What's stable? But that's a fucking myth anyways, man. That's a figment of our imagination, our stability. Like life is always changing and always dynamic. And even if you put all your eggs into one career and like got it so stable, like something way the fuck out of your control can come along and take it, or your fucking house burns down. Like shit happens. So at least follow your, whatever that thing is that's calling you to something else. And like, fuck no, I hate how, I mean, we didn't have to, but I hate how kids are asked at 18, fresh out of high school, zero life experience, asked to invest tens of thousands of dollars of debt that they'll pay off for the rest of their life into choosing a path when they don't even know who the fuck they are
in
or
the
what
first
the world
place.
is.
Yes. And you're trying to force me to pick this. Yes.
Asking an 18-year-old kid to pick a degree that he should commit to for the rest of his life, like, dude, my head changed so much in my 20s. My understanding of the world, what my yeses, nos, wants are, like all that fucking
switching
change.
majors. I mean, you do have that time. Like even me in college, like I end up switching majors like multiple times. Like, oh, do I want to do international business? Oh, and then
wait. So what did they all switch from?
Linguistics. Initially it was physics. Got my ass kicked by this. I remember he's an Ethiopian professor, and I thought he just had it out for me. And I had to be honest with myself about the fact that though I was great at physics, like in ninth grade, you know, I was in this like AP class and I loved it. We then took time off to film like Zeke and Luther and stuff like that. And I had not been staying in the books. And he was just like, he's like, I got to be honest with you. I don't believe that you've been educated enough in this science to continue on this track. And I was like, I'm going to prove him wrong. And, you know, I was dialed in, but my contemporaries there, they were more dialed in. And I just had to really just fess up and be like, damn, this motherfucker is right. And I held hate in my heart for him for a while. But it was just like, I wasn't acquainted enough with the formulas, at least what they were doing with physics. And I tried to come up with all these reasons. Oh, well, I'm more a theoretical physicist. I don't have to do the specifics of the... And it's like, no, bro. Spend some more time in the books. And I had to switch over and ended up doing international like business. You know, I was drawn to that. And then from there, it ended up being linguistics. So they all kind of worked hand in hand.
Wait, why did you audio as an international business?
International business. I
just
love
couldn't
language.
do it.
So, right? Sucked at business and also hate traveling. No, I'm joking. But linguistics stood more out to me when I went to Spain and did like a study abroad.
Oh, right.
And I just loved linguistics. And also with the musical background, I was doing a lot of lyricism, writing for people. And I was like, I really enjoy those moments where I have to try and write something with someone who speaks a different language. And I was like, let me follow my heart on this one and go into linguistics.
So when you were studying abroad, you were already in linguistics?
No.
The
study abroad, it was I think I was in physics at the time.
Oh,
and then
damn.
International business. And then I continued to think when I went to Germany, I did like a little program in Berlin. Then I was like, linguistics is the one for me.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
See that?
That is
Pivoting through.
wild.
And now in physics now, I'm like, I go back and like I still took time and I was studying physics and I was like, this guy was right. I've grown and gotten better. Well, like I could take his class and pass with flying colors now, but he was right at that time, but it crushed me, dude.
That's hard to accept.
Right.
It was hard, bro. I was broken. I was like, I don't like this guy. I don't like anybody that looks like this woman.
Oh,
Bro, yeah, it was tough. It was tough. I'm sorry. I can be honest with myself.
you
Of course.
can.
It's like, yeah.
Dude, that is such a fucking microcosm of what happens in the world.
Yeah.
Is you had a
Extrapolated.
you had a personal, specific hurt
I'm
and
gonna put it on,
vulnerability
all your people gotta go.
that instead of addressing, you're like, this is West Africa versus East Africa.
Like,
What the fuck, bro? No.
It's Pac, Tupac and Biggie, like I'm for real beef
No,
right
this
Damn.
professor was just knew more than you and was
here. He
correct.
knew more than you, and he was
he was
right.
looking out for you.
He was
buddy.
actually like,
Dude,
you can't
but he
be
was
here.
so stern about
course,
it. I
of
was like, he
course.
could have been better.
Right.
But why?
Why?
He's factual.
He was
Right,
factual.
right,
Yeah, he's a
right,
physicist. He's
right.
factual.
Yeah.
Daniel,
He's like,
you
"You
have this
can't do
very
this."
interesting though ability. Never mind. We're gonna pick this up on the
It's
next
all
pod.
good. Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're running out of time. It's almost time for the tip.
So my tip
Yes.
is, all work and no play
Make Jack a dull boy.
makes Jack a dull boy, but then all play and no work makes Jack
Twerk.
hateful. So
Yeah.
play and work.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a sentence I could piece together in my brain.
Jeez.
Play and work.
Celsius not working today?
It's not working the way it used to. She's been drinking too much of it.
Hello?
God damn, I need more and more.
Hello?
Oh my God, it's lost its spark. For me,
Success and failure are two sides of the same coin, so don't think that you can do one without the other.
That's real. For me, just back to that last little thing. Don't generalize. Don't generalize most things in this life. If someone had an altercation with you, it's likely that they just had an altercation with you. Don't ascribe this negative experience to everyone who reminds you of that person. That could be in relationships or in just life.
That
Okay?
can be taken to the highest levels.
Oh yeah. Bad things happen when you
Generalize.
generalize.
Yeah.
You got a tip?
I'm going to give a tip to our patron, F Plus Gamer, who said, just got laid off from my 9-to-5 office job, looking to make a change into content creation, YouTube, social media, etc. I've been doing it on and off as a hobby for a few years, but what advice would you have for making that a job? My tip for you, F Plus Gamer, is good luck, man. Truly. I mean, good luck. Making your job content creation is you have to fucking find your way through it and through your specific connection to whoever you're connected to and whatever you're connected to, what your skill sets are, what your network is, how you can find a way to get paid for these things, because it's not fucking easy,
It's
man.
not easy.
I don't know how to turn these things into a job. This seems to be working, this
yeah.
podcast, but I have tried many things over the years that have not, it is a difficult struggle. That's why I don't tell people who quit your job and go after your dreams. I'm like, not necessarily. If you
It's not good financial
if you
advice.
can keep your job and go after your dreams, even
That's
better.
what I would say. And to not be disheartened from the minute you press go, because I would say use it as a side hustle first. See if you can make money on it as a side hustle. See if it can be a stream of revenue for you
Exactly.
as opposed to the stream of revenue, especially if you've never done it before and you've been doing it on and off. Give yourself the best chance for success by letting it trickle in at first and then pivot to that as a full job.
Exactly, because when you need it for survival as well as your dream, man, that's just putting all the weight of your life on it, and
It really taints the dream.
it just makes it hard
nightmare.
to manifest it, to be honest.
Yeah,
When you're
'cause you're
putting
not magnetic.
all that weight on it, it's actually in your survival. It gets a little gnarly and desperate. So I would say find a way to either lower your costs, move back in with your parents. I don't know what your
100%,
situation is.
so simple.
Find a way to lower your costs and make other money doing something that gives you enough time to get this going.
I don't know why I said so simple to that.
And then
Family
fucking-
relationships are really dynamic and that's
Yeah.
not always.
Yeah, not always the simplest, but also if that's what you want to do, fucking go after it, man.
Yeah.
And go after it for a few years. You can always find that you don't want to do it anymore. But make that choice with the knowledge that you fucking went after it. So try. I don't know, man. I don't know how any of us make it in this fucking creative industry.
You got to keep putting, like my mother says,
And
one foot in front of the other.
Here's what content creation, don't look to make money within your first year. Maybe year 2.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get lucky with 1 or 2 things, but it's... I feel like I barely make a bag now off of what I do on social media, and I've been building that since I got back here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've just step by fucking step.
Yeah. You be hitting some numbers. Though.
Hey, but
getting
now
that bag.
I've figured out my voice. I figured out what people like. You know what I mean? And it's really not a formula to me. I don't plug it in like a formula. If something's funny to me, I like you know.
Yeah.
You could even use it more as a formula, but. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. If you want the full episode, go check out the Ned's Pod YouTube channel at the link in the description. And if you want even more of us in your life, check out our Patreon. The link is also in the description. Thanks for tuning in.